the third of 3 on this Wild Card Sunday. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Velus Jones now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. First carry here for the former Tar Heel, Omarion Hampton. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. Pick up at 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 for some. On play action now. Herbert moving to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the pistol, here's Hampton. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Chargers.
Herbert to throw. Now they'll set up the screen for Chandler. He's got room to roam. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It is a gain of 23 yards. And now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They're trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
Yeah, so this just really comes down to really good defense. You can tell the quarterback's trying to target something downfield, and when they take that away, typically there's something underneath, but they have all levels of the coverage accounted for. And
he's into the end zone. What a start. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, L.A.
Just an ideal start, Mike. You're on the road. You're in the playoffs. Anytime you can go down there and end with a score, it just takes the crowd down a notch. They've been tailgating. They've wanted to start this game hot. Maybe let doubt start to creep in that, I know we're playing a game at home, but these guys came to play. Seven
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hands to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
He's got the Golden Domer. That's Michael Mayer. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
His first catch of the wild card game. And good for a first down.
1st and 10 as the 48.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
Trap 60. Here we go. Set. Crack early.
He'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he's into the end zone. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders. Extra point attempt to come here. His kick is good. And the Raiders come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Jones now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Chargers first down.
On first down, right back to Hampton. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
On play action, now Herbert. That one incomplete. Good job. That stroke there separated the man from the ball. And it'll bring up third down.
It's third down. And 8 yards to go.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Out to his right.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Crack early. Tap Warriors 70. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one.
Okay, break. Track, go.
Back to throw. Going up top. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. Third down coming up.
Third down and 1.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Here we go. Here we go. 60 Bobcat. 60 Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. Let go.
Now they'll set up to throw. On the run to the right. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down. From the 39, here's a first and 10. A run, this is Hampton. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
He was brought down by Cameron Richardson. It's a gain of 7.
From the gun, it's Herbert. That's caught downfield. Dobbs. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one.
First and 10 at the
Play action now. It's Herbert. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes.
A loss of 8 yards. It's second down.
A give, and here comes Hampton. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to third down.
He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Jake Tonjes. Touchdown Chargers. Point after now from Dicker. The kick is good. And the Chargers will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Raiders 7.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Drive will start on the ground. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80.
One quarter in the books in round one of these AFC playoffs. The Chargers out to the early lead. And we're back in Vegas after this.
Let's go now. Back up. Ready.
Throwing now on first and 10. That's to the right side. And caught by Bowers. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball, and while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry. We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Mason Graham. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's third and long.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Go. Trap 60. Trap 6. Warriors 70. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready, ready.
They'll look to throw. This is caught at 2. And he is out of bounds. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Cougar 19. Come on, come on. No.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The extra point try forthcoming. It's up and through. And the Raiders will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here's Darius Davis to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. A tight end in motion now. They'll go again with Hampton. And he will not be able to get free. He's picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
Pistol here for Herbert. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on down. They'll go with a counter on 1st down. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Khalil Mack, multiple time All-Pro there on the tackle.
It's a gain of 3.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Forced to his right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's good for Las Vegas.
Here's the run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
70. 70. Here we go.
Now this looks like a design run. And he will do it himself. He's in. Touchdown Vegas. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. In this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Shotgun now for Herbert. That's to the running back, Amarian Hampton. They'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 28-yard line.
Here's Hampton. Into the secondary, past the 40. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. And the Chargers have the 1st down. Another run here with Hampton. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
This one up top for Dobbs. And he out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. That is a big play for L.A. 31 yards. Herbert now on first down. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. He'll swing this out to Hampton. And now flags fly as a gain of about 4 could be negated. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Throwing now is Herbert. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
I think this is one of those interceptions, Mike, that when the ball left his hand, he simply just didn't even see the corner, and now they're playing what they call cover 3. So that corner, he's responsible for the deep outside third of the field, and he's just playing in space, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he just threw it right to him.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. They're going to mark them down right at the 30-yard line. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. So, first and 10 now from the 30. Flush to his right. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Second and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Come on. Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 60 Maverick. 60.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Now he takes off. And a nice gain there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
They'll throw here on third and short. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. On the return is Jones. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
That's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. That's on the former first-rounder, Rashawn Slater. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big one there to start the second half. 38 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the
Let's go.
27-yard line.
79 Broncos. Check. Bobcat. Check. Bobcat. Up, smash, smash. Hey, hey, check that, check that. Warrior 70.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Pushed out to his left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Cut 19. Buffalo 18. Trap 60, trap 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. Hurt, hurt. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go.
Back to the air once more on second down. This one intercepted. Pick up by the rookie from Washington. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Can't tie the game or even take the lead.
At the 46-yard line.
On first down, it's Hampton. And he powers his way forward, doing it on the ground, inside the 40, a gain of 8. So, on 37, here's second and a yard. Here's Herbert. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. DeAndre Lambert-Smith. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Dicker is good with the extra point. And the Chargers will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And he's going to bring it out. Now a hit, and he lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Exiting the pocket right.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Cowboy at Mustang 19.
He'll look to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Up the middle they go. He's taken down just shy of midfield. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
60 back, 70 lying.
Flush to his left. He's going to run it. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 6. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Rolling. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. Khalil Mack gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
Come on. 19 tight. 9. With Ryan. Go.
They'll throw out of the gun. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is brought in. And he will score. Touchdown, Raiders. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. efficient in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Davis now to return it, and he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
25-yard line.
On the ground, Hampton. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
And the Chargers
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10.
37-yard line.
On play action now, Herbert. And he'll just get rid of this. A smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Every possession is so critical in these close games. The one thing you can't have here is a turnover. Really nice job making sure that ball is uncatchable and just line up and snap it again.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He's going to air this one out. That one left away in the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up third down now. From the gun, it's Herbert. Again, working deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Gonna give the ball over on down.
It's a turnover on down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
Cougar 19.
From the gun, here's a handoff, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Now at the 30-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Count 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught. What a throw. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
And while everyone's going to focus on the play downfield, this touchdown, Mike, it ultimately occurs because of the protection up front. They do a great job picking up the blitz, and with those extra few seconds, that's all the time he needs. Finds his man streaking downfield, open, and when great awareness meets great scheme, all you need is great execution.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Play action now. It's Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep. That is caught. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
It's a gain of
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 45 yards.
a gain of 25 yards.
Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. A throw on the move is caught. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
That's another Chargers first down.
To throw, it's Herbert. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Matt McConkey. Touchdown, L.A.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack off the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchup. matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
He's to midfield.
That's a risky call here, but I understand what they're thinking. You find yourself down in the third quarter. How do we steal some possessions? How do we get the ball back to our offense to cut into this deficit? But now in return, it's your defense that now has the tough task.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. That's caught left side by Bowers. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 40-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this AFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Hurt. Viking 18. Go street. 19 Lions. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Dragon 60. Snap.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. To the left side. It's caught by Brown. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
It's 3rd down.
Here
and
comes
6.
3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. That's the 2nd time they found him on this drive, and this one's good for 24 yards.
Las Vegas.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Thrown quickly on the RPO to Bowers. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Vegas. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Line up for the
18
2-point
Cardinal. 18
conversion.
Cardinal. Panther 11. Panther 11. Let go.
Back to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. On play action, now Herbert. He'll swing this out to Hampton. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
They'll send their tight end left. On play action, it's Herbert. Moving outside the pocket. This one, up top for Dobbs. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Crowd right. 5-9.
Shotgun now for Herbert. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fight chance.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
It's a gain of 1 yard. And it's 3rd.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down.
taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Not only do they convert on fourth down, they picked up a quarter of the field. A gain of 25.
First and goal at the 40.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all. Herbert now on 3rd and goal. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
Here we go. The noise is deafening. It's 4th and goal.
Home troops right. Go. Hey, easy. 5-9, 5-9. Go.
They'll go for it. It's Herbert. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on down.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
On the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 5-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, here's a 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Alert. Ready.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
It's 4th down.
The Raiders have their punt team out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Now, how about this? It's a fake. They try to let the up man run with it, but he gets buried behind the line, and they turn it over on down.
8-yard line.
I'm sure the coach wishes he could have just called a timeout, because from the moment they lined up in that punt formation, the defense was expecting fake. There was nowhere to go. That play was dead from the jump, and that's a big turn of events here in this one.
He'll get that complete to Donald Parham, and he'll take it on in. Donald Parham, touchdown Chargers.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Oh, and a pressure there. He's taking a throwaway, and he's taken down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around. Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances, and boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
They'll drop to throw. And the rush gets go.
Taken down and sacked.
Now a timeout, Chargers here. That's their second. To stop it here with 1:07 on the clock.
And the Chargers
When you can
scoring
bring
on yardage.
quarterbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer. Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Hawk 70, Hawk set, Cougar 19.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. On the move past the 40. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
Here we go, set. Ready, right?
To the air now. On 1st and... Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
In this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz scheme, stunts, whatever, you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
Yards on the play.
3rd and 2. Here we go.
Ready? 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. So the Black Hole celebrates. It's a win for the Raiders. They are moving on in these playoffs. They won't have a long time to celebrate this one. They have to get right back to work for the divisional round.